Welcome back again to the channel, people. Today I'm going to talk about how to create that routine and becoming a consistent trader. Let's get straight into it, yeah? So first thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself these 3 or 4 questions, I'm going to say. What time do you want to wake up? And obviously these things obviously goes without saying. They have to do with your trading. So whatever system you use, these revolve around that. So what time do you want to wake up? What time do you trade? If you've got to work it around your job, obviously what times you leave for work and stuff like that. So you've got to obviously think about that. Then you want to make yourself like a pre-market checklist. Stuff you do before you get onto the charts and stuff like that. Like a grounding type of checklist. Stuff you do before you get onto the charts. Just so your head's in the right space. And then what you want to do is also have a spreadsheet, have like a Word document, or even have it printed out of trade examples of your winning trades, of all your entry type of setups which you use, which obviously are played out. And then you also want to have a document of trades that are not part of your system that you may have entered in the past, or trades that don't work out, which are not part of your system. So now you've created all of these, now it's time to make your routine and put it into work. So for example, you answered the question, what time do you want to wake up? Let's say if you're, for example, it's 6 o'clock, 6:30. So then you want to get up at 6:30. You want to get up, pray if you're religious, brush your teeth, make yourself some breakfast. Just stuff you do when you wake up before you get onto the charts. Then when you get onto your computer, before you get to your charts, you want to look at your pre-market checklist. This could be stuff like, make sure I follow my system. And then you can check that after the, obviously, trading day. And something as simple as follow my rules. Do you know what I mean? Just 2 things, something like that. And then you can, something you can check at the end of the day, at the end of the trading day. And this is where you need to make the stuff up yourself, because obviously, let's say if you typically tend to break your rules or any trading mistakes you make, you want to put that into your checklist. So you're always checking yourself at the end of the trading day to make sure you're not doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Next, after that, what you want to go to, this is all before you get into the charts, by the way. Next, what you want to do after that is go to your trade examples / trade playbook, and then see all your setups, all your scenarios of trades that you enter and them winning. And then you want to see, okay, just so you're familiarizing yourself and you know, even though you know your setup, just so you see it on a screen or on a computer or on a spreadsheet or on a document in your hand, and you just have it there in front of you. You can familiarize yourself and you can just know, yeah, I'm not going to mess up my plan today. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got this right in front of me. I know my trading setups. I know my entry techniques. I've got them right in front of me. I know this works. This is what I do. If I see this occur in the chart, I'm going to enter a trade. If I don't see it on the chart, I'm not going to enter a trade. So boom, you've got that. That's like prepping you for the day ahead. You know what I'm saying? Now you've done that. Now you can go into the charts. You can see, okay, is my setup developing? Is it potentially developing? Is it not developing? And then with that, you can set up alerts. Some people like to use alerts on TradingView, or you can, for me, I'll either use an alert, or sometimes it's dependent on candles need to close, or 4-hourly candle closing and 1-hourly candle closing. So then you can check you know what time is going to happen, so you can check the time and then be like, okay, cool, I don't need to come back to my charts until, for example, 10 a.m. when that 4-hour candle closes to see how the chart's developing then. So then you don't need to check it. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to stay at your desk or keep watching your phone. You just wait, come back, check, has anything developed? If not, you come back off. And then obviously, if you're going to work in the morning, then you can go to work or whatever. But you've got to obviously base it around, like I said, your life. Base it around yourself, and everyone's going to be different. But the key thing to do is you're going to need to make a routine. Because in trading, do you think you're going to be successful waking up at like 12 p.m? Do you know what I mean? Or waking up at random times every day? There's no rules of trading, and it's like, it's basically your own job, so you got to give yourself rules. So you got to make a routine and just follow it as best as possible. Follow it every day, Monday to Friday, or just your trading days. Do you know what I'm saying? And then just make it work. All right. So now I've obviously told you what you guys need to do in order to create that routine, and I've given you examples of creating that routine. Now, what we can do is I'm gonna show you guys my trading routine. Let's head over to my computer. All right. So I'm gonna give you an example of a mental trading journal website that I use. It's called mentortradingjournal.com. I think I just found this with Google, you know. I literally found it with Google. So here you can see my daily streak right now is 46 because I've just been using it every time. So what you do is every morning, you do your pre-market. You can obviously enter your thoughts of how you're feeling in the morning, and then at the evening or whenever you finish your trading session for the day, then you can put that in. So it's got your emotion and your performance as well. It also doubles as like a profit and loss calculator kind of thing for the month. So when you have a trade on the day, you can then see your P&L at the end of the day, and obviously you can tally that out for the end of the month. It'll show like profit, let's say 1,000 today, 2,000, and then it'll show every day the profit as well. So that it works as for that as well. So how it will work is, let's say I get up, I can go to home. Here it gives you a pre-session check-in. So here I'll put in, let's say, meditation, journaling, put in everything I've done. If you've got any goals that you want to achieve for the day, you can write that in. Let's say follow my rules. You can add that goal, and add that goal. And then you can say how you're feeling for today. If you're feeling positive, neutral, negative, you can write down how you're feeling before like I said, how you're feeling before starting the trading session. Feeling positive, ready to smash the day. I am going to follow my system. If I do not have a trade today, that is totally fine as long as I follow my system. Boom. Could be something as simple as that. Put that in there, and then you click this to log your pre-session entry. And then post-session, so this would be at the end. This is literally every day, Monday to Friday, or all your trading days. Post-session, then you want to put how you're feeling, positive, neutral, negative. So positive, you can say create your own, or you can put the ones that are already there. Neutral, same thing. Negative, you say what's on your mind. And then obviously you can put if you've had any trades today, if you had a win, loss, if you're currently in a running trade, if you've got no trades, and then you can tick off everything. And then obviously if you put your goals down, which I showed you in the pre-session, you can tick them off if you followed it or not. And then you can obviously write in some more text at the bottom there. And then what happens is when you start filling that in every day, it will obviously tally up for the end of, it will tally up every day, and then you can obviously see yourself performance, and you can see how you're feeling for each day, and you can see how the whole month went, whether you followed your rules, whether you didn't, and how you're feeling each and individual trading day. So I think it's really good. I think you do have to pay, but it's something cheap, something like $6.99 a month. So you know what I'm saying? A good investment into your trading. That's one thing I do use. Other things I use, I've got a trading playbook. I have a Word document of my entry techniques, of what to enter and what not to enter. I also have like spreadsheets. It's just a whole lot of stuff that you don't see that goes into the process, do you know what I'm saying, of trading. It's not just wake up and get on the charts and enter a winning trade, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a bit of what's required to create a routine. I hope you lot enjoyed this video, and that's it for me from this video. Hope to catch you lot on the next one. I'm out.